POV, a Florida classroom.
All right, guys, so we got to revisit a story that I did yesterday about a woke BLM activist disguised as a teacher in the classroom of Florida, posting videos of his children being used as political props to push his left-wing liberal agenda against Ron DeSantis in Florida in response to the Stop Woke Act, or the legislation that is banning pornography in school for kids. Okay, this guy really pissed me off, okay, because he's a prime example of why this type of legislation exists. You have these activist teachers in school that are pushing their political ideology. They're more concerned about that, okay, more so than actually educating kids on what they're supposed to learn. In this guy's case, he was a language arts teacher, and again, he was using his kids as a political tool to push an agenda to indoctrinate them, and also push the lie that Ron DeSantis is basically banning all books in school, like, for example, the dictionary. Now, if you guys haven't seen that video and you're watching this video, I'm going to play a few clips here to kind of remind you guys for you to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Take a look.
I'm about to run up on these kids and start banning these books right away.
Hey, what y'all reading? What y'all reading? Harry Potter? You reading Harry Potter? Oh, witchcraft. Gotta go. Hey. A black boy? No, absolutely not. What you reading? The Hate You Give? I'm gonna give you something to hate. This book's gone. Say goodbye. What you reading? I wonder how you feel once this book is gone. Say goodbye. What you reading? What in the gotta go, class act. What is this class act? I'll show you a class act. This book, say goodbye. You, hey, what you reading? Holes. Digging up holes? I'm gonna dig up a hole and bury this book in it.
POV, a Florida classroom.
Hey, what are you reading? I made a mistake. You cannot be reading. Look at what they're reading in here. Look at this. Absolutely not. No, I made a mistake. The dictionary is a no. Give me the book. Give me the book. Your diction will be lesser now. You will not know these words. These words are atrocious. I shall not read books. Books are bad. If I read, it's approved by the feds. Y'all hear that? Yeah. Hey, what? What's going on in here? Is that a book? Is this a book? No. Take care of her. Take care of her.
POV, a Florida classroom.
It's just a book. I know the feeling.
Yeah, so some of you guys may see that and say, well, he's just being a good teacher, right? He is, being playful with his kids. They're having fun. Like, I think you're taking it too far, right? And my response to that is that, okay, well, would you feel the same way if a teacher decided to play act slavery with black kids and white kids, right? Where you have white kids dress up as masters, okay, and black kids pretend to be slaves, okay, and they had to play act that, right? I mean, because I've done stories about that before. I mean, the woke revolutionaries have gotten upset about it. They've lost their minds over teachers who do that type of stuff, and those teachers have been punished. Some of them have been fired for doing that type of stuff. Man, that was a story the other day I read about how, for Black History Month, they had kids wear blackface, right? Little kids wearing blackface. The school basically got boycotted.
At 30, we're hearing from outraged parents after a daycare dressed up little children in blackface. Those parents say the daycare director told them it was done to celebrate Black History Month.
And now some say their children will not be going back. A Local 10's Laren Livingston has more now on this developing story. Laren, this is kind of unbelievable.
And Christy, we're talking babies. The mom, a black woman with whom I spoke earlier today, is married to a Greek man. She has 2 young children. They're multiracial. One of them just turned 1. The other is almost 3. This preschool here used to be their preschool, not anymore. It was the exhale for me. For her, it was the audacity.
Anger, disbelief, just in 2023, is this this can't be real.
Courtney Politis says she's never had a problem with studio kids at Little River. That was until a few days ago.
One of my closest friends contacts me, whose son's in the class, and it's like, you won't believe what they just did today.
We're told these photos were shared on the preschool's messaging app, captioned Black History Month. We understand these kids are as young as 2 in this class, dressed up like a construction worker, a police officer, a little doctor in the background. All of them in blackface.
I immediately text the owner with the pictures, and I'm like, this is racist. And she proceeds to respond back with, I'm sorry, ? I don't understand. What's racist?
Mom says the photos were shared on Friday, February 3rd. She met with the preschool's director the following Monday.
180 change, super apologetic. And from what I understand, she even told us over 40, 50 families contacted her over the weekend.
No one answered when we stopped by. Studio Kids owner and director said no comment when I called. But in a message to parents, she writes, "We have not intended to offend anyone, and we are very sorry about any inconvenience."
As a mama bear, I'm not gonna let this slide.
Politis has pulled her children from the school. She says other parents, most of them not black, have done the same, something she says she appreciates.
I don't have the luxury of ignorance, and I'm glad that other parents are being proactive and not being part of this, and hopefully for a better future for everyone.
And no word tonight on if that teacher who was in this classroom responsible for this has been reprimanded in any way, but we did understand from that parent that we spoke with that there was another message that went out saying that that director of the school here spoke with teachers and staff members to go over, quote, several ethical and multicultural education points. We're in Miami. Larry Livingston, Local 10 News.
So again, we all know how people would react if it was the other way around. So in this situation right here, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, that teacher went way too far. And it just, so lo and behold, again, I'm not sure if my video had anything to do with it, or maybe because Libs of TikTok posted it, maybe, you know, you had some local activists in Florida that did this or whatever, but that teacher has now been placed on administrative leave, and it looks like this teacher is probably gonna be fired, okay? This is from Florida's Voice. This is Lydia Nussbaum. She is reporting again that this teacher has been placed on administrative leave. So let's read here. Orange County Public Schools announced a middle school teacher would be placed on administrative leave after using students as political props in TikTok videos that implied Florida schools were banning books such as dictionaries, which again is a lie. Okay, the kids are being used as political props to push a political agenda, which I'm pretty sure the parents did not agree to. They didn't sign up for that, right? They didn't consent to that. Howard Middle School language arts teacher Ethan Hooper posted videos of skits with his students acting out that Florida had banned books such as dictionaries and Harry Potter. Libs of TikTok first reported a montage of the videos. Hooper took down the videos after Florida's Voice asked the district whether it was appropriate behavior for a teacher. Quote, "I am appalled at the behavior and judgment of the teacher who posted the inappropriate videos using his students as political props," said Superintendent Maria Vasquez. Quote, "This is not free speech. It is exploitation of our students for political purposes, and it will not be tolerated in our school district." I mean, hey, this was so egregious that they just came out and condemned this immediately, right? I mean, you can't, there's no finessing this. There's no mental gymnastics that you can do to say that this is okay for teachers to do in a classroom. Orange County Public Schools and media manager Michael Ohlendorf said the district would not tolerate children being used as political pawns in the classroom. Quote, "Any employee of who creates videos or other content with students in an off effort to exploit them for political purposes will be immediately removed from the classroom, placed on administrative leave, and swift action will be taken to terminate employment," Ohlendorf said. Yeah, so it looks to me, right, if this article is to believe that this guy's gonna be fired, right? This guy's definitely gonna be fired because this is a shut and close case. I mean, we have videos. He posted online. I'm pretty sure he did it without parents' permission. He's clearly indoctrinating them politically. I don't know what more you need to see here. I mean, the guy should honestly be fired, but maybe they're going through the process, okay? Maybe they're going through the process of, formally trying to fire the guy. The series of videos were labeled POV, a Florida classroom, and featured the teacher having students repeat that they should not read books. Books are bad, and if I read, it's approved by the feds. Yeah, so you guys already kind of know the gist of what happened. I already showed you guys the video. Now, this is why I'm doing this video, right? It's kind of a follow-up because I don't think I made this point as good as I should have made yesterday, which is that the shame here is that this teacher actually seems like a good teacher, right? He seems like a teacher that legitimately cares about his students and, if they learn in school. It's just that he seems to be passionate about the wrong thing, right? Imagine if this teacher took all this passion that he has for indoctrinating his students in political ideology. If he took that passion and actually manifested it into teaching the kids what they're supposed to be learning, which is language arts, I'm assuming that's English, right? The kids would be much better off, right? They would learn a whole lot about what they're supposed to be learning, and they wouldn't be indoctrinated in political ideology. But again, the sad and unfortunate truth is that you have activists that have infiltrated these schools, and they're disguising themselves as teachers. They're not really teachers. They're actually there to be activists. That's why you see so many of these teachers, particularly the ones that are pushing the LGBTQ and gender ideology. This is why they break down in tears, and this is why they're so upset when people like Ron DeSantis pass laws that prevent them from doing that, is because it's not really about teaching, right? The passion is not about teaching the subject that they're teaching. The passion is about, again, trying to indoctrinate children. And it's a shame. Again, the left says that this doesn't exist, it's not happening, but it is happening, right? And even if it happens once, even if it's anecdotal, okay, clearly that it's happening too much. There should be no incidences where you have teachers doing this type of political indoctrination of children. There should be no instances where you have teachers doing gender and sexual indoctrination of children. It should never happen. It should be something that's unheard of in this country. But unfortunately, it seems to be quite common, right? It seems to be something that is being actively pushed and taught in schools. And some of these teachers are so comfortable with it that they will post it online for the world to see. Again, this guy was a complete idiot for doing that. He probably could have got away with it if he just didn't post it online. It's the doing it and then wanting to post it online that is really getting a whole lot of these teachers in trouble, okay? They really are getting in trouble because of this. And, hey, if they want to keep posting online and getting exposed and losing their jobs, I welcome them to do that, right? Because clout is a hell of a drug, right? I don't know why in the world this guy thought it would be okay to post his stuff online like he thought he was going to get away with it. Again, trying to go viral, not thinking about the consequences. But again, this is what happens when you're more passionate about being a political indoctrinator, right? Indoctrinating children more so than you're passionate about actually keeping your job and being able to teach them what you're being paid to teach them. Again, it's unfortunate because this guy seemed like a good teacher. He seemed like a teacher that, really cared about his students, that, found fun ways to help students learn. I think we need more teachers like him, except, they need to actually be passionate about teaching the subjects that they're paid to teach. It's really that simple. So, hey, it looks like this guy's going to lose his job. He's been placed on administrative leave, and good riddance, right? We need to basically snuff out all these activists, these political, gender, sexual activists in school and get them on out of there, right? Get them on out of there. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.